All right. Let's go. Welcome back to yet another episode of Two Plant-Based Brothers. I am William, the teacher, and my hat is messed up. Okay. And this is my brother.
Daniel Nowotnik on Beard on the Trail.
That's right, Beard on the Trail. Okay, welcome back. We're going to talk about a few different things today, and I'm sure you've seen in the caption what the main topic is going to be. But we absolutely must do a slight recap of the Super Bowl.
Yes.
So, as you guys watched last week, Daniel, our NFL insider, gave us many predictions. He said it could go up, it could go down, high scoring, low scoring, close game, blowout. And he was right. It was all those things. It was extremely low scoring. But in the end, Daniel, what happened?
It ended up being a blowout and a little shootout there at the end, giving the Patriot fans a slight bit of hope, though I felt like there's no way they could win that game at that point, fourth quarter.
The offense just didn't do much of anything, but
Nope.
there were some touchdowns, there were some fireworks. As soon as my friend Nando texted, I'm changing the channel. And I don't think he did because there were a few other texts after that, Nando, where it seemed like you were still watching. Okay. But once he texted that, we had our, yawning emojis and stuff going back and forth between the guys. And once that happened, I think there were a few people at the end of the third quarter. I think it was still 9-0, or 12-0.
Yeah, I think I got to 12-0. Yeah, and then
And
not until that touchdown by the Patriots. It was just so
yeah, the
boring.
fourth quarter, really, some fireworks happened. You think there's no way the Patriots could, but there was a possibility, right? It
Yeah,
was a possibility. So,
right.
so anyway, you did pick the Seahawks to win
I
in the
did.
end. When I forced you to make some kind of prediction, you did.
Yeah, I
So
did.
congratulations
Thank you.
on that. And then let's talk about food a little bit, about the Super Bowl. What did you have to eat?
Yeah, so we were coming back from Legoland the day of. So we stayed at a hotel up by Legoland. So we were coming back with the kids. So I didn't prep a whole lot this year.
Mhm.
Prior to us leaving for Legoland on Friday, I think it was, or on Fridays when I did some prep, I made the easy queso from Nisha Rainbow Plant Life so that we'd have it ready for nachos. And so we made nachos, just did some refried or black beans and the queso. I made some guac, made some pico de gallo, and that was it. Like pretty much nacho plates. And then we also grilled up some burgers. So the kids and my wife had regular meat, all beef burgers, I guess. And then I had a Beyond, or maybe it was Impossible Patty burger. So I was kind of that. The burger was on the side, really. I made like this huge plate of nachos. I needed a big helmet for it.
Helmet nachos are a thing. Go back and watch our ballpark experience episode. But yeah, I mean, that sounds great and wonderful. I mean, it didn't take you much time, not a lot of planning, just throw together
Nope.
some nachos, good to go for the big game. Yeah, I definitely made nachos too, but I have to admit that I didn't make the nacho cheese. I was at the store. I went ahead and bought some fake cheese. I think it was by Daya,
Hmm.
Daiya. I like that fake cheese. It
Hmm.
melts, and I did buy some fake sour cream. And I had already cooked my beans, but what I did was I sautéed up some vegetables, and then some store-bought chorizo, which is
Hmm.
not meat chorizo. You guys know. But I'm
Yeah.
not going to say soy riso because that's a brand name, and I don't give them anything because I don't like that brand. It's more expensive. This is by Reynaldo's. It's $3. Trader Joe's got a good one too, but it's a plant-based chorizo. Cooked that up, added my beans that I had already made, right?
Nice.
And so got that going, made the guac, and then we did a couple other dips. So it was a
Mhm.
vegetarian party. So I did take a little bit of my wife's vegetable dip, which had some cream cheese in it, and a little bit of French onion dip, which had some sour cream. So although I did buy everything plant-based for the nachos 100% plant-based,
Yeah.
we had
The
a
chips and dip.
vegetarian
Yeah.
party. Yeah, and so my wife did not eat any meat. So We
Cool.
just had
Wow.
our dips, and then I got crazy, Daniel.
What? How did you get crazy?
I knocked back an entire 20-ounce bottle of Coca-Cola Zero, man. It went
20 ounce,
nuts.
that's a big boy.
Yeah, that was a bad boy too. And it went down really smooth. I bought two of them actually, just in case I really wanted to go crazy.
Uh-huh.
But after that, I just said, no, I'm going back to water, you know.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
did I
crazy.
I was gonna say I did get a six pack of non-alcoholic beer from
Oh, okay.
Trader Joe's. It was a German style and it actually tasted really good.
Okay, so that was interesting because actually, Sabrina and I talked about whether you drink non-alcoholic beers or not. I didn't
Mhm.
know. I didn't know
Yeah,
if you
I
actually did.
don't normally. I hadn't had one, I don't know, like months, I guess. Think I had one when we were in Mexico.
Mm,
It was I forget like the Heineken Zero, whatever it was. So that's probably my last one. So not very frequently.
yeah, yeah. I haven't had one in years. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's just yeah, not for me. Anyway, so that's it. This was our day to pig out we talked about and really
Yep.
get to it. And coming up, next week is another big day for a lot of people. And if you are religious or if you're not, it doesn't matter. I'm going to throw this challenge out for you. It's called Plant-Based for Lent.
Plant-based for Lent. Let's do it.
Plant-based for Lent. I want this challenge thrown out to everybody because that's how I started on this journey. It was
Hmm.
2021. I
Yep.
gave up all animal products for Lent, starting on Ash Wednesday, going all the way up to
Hmm.
Easter, and I really, honestly, didn't really go back to it.
Hmm.
I did. I started a thing where I called 98% plant-based, where I will let myself have a little bit of dairy products, but still
Hmm.
I remain vegetarian to this day from that. So, Daniel, do you know what Fat Tuesday is?
Fat Tuesday, it's big party day, I know, in New Orleans, in particular, and a lot of people get belligerent, drunk, and party. I believe it's to really get all the wiggles out, so to say, before Lent begins. Ash
Yeah.
Wednesday is the following day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think a lot of people understand what Mardi Gras is, right?
Yeah,
The Mardi Gras or Carnival or wherever you're going, the reason
right.
for this is actually to use up all this, the things in your pantry, and the Lent has kind of changed different things throughout the years, and it is really for Catholics and something to do, but in it really is the whole point is that you're going to start sacrificing starting the next day. So, we both grew up Catholic, and I don't know if you ever did give up something for Lent when you were younger.
Just no meat on Fridays. That was kind of the big thing, and I know we talked about that a couple episodes, but that was it. But
Yeah.
fish was okay, so we would literally have fish sandwiches from I don't know McDonald's on Fridays, fish sticks from
Yeah,
Long John
the
Silver's.
Vandy Camp fish sticks. I used to love the Vandy Camp fish sticks.
Yeah,
Man, that was good eating. I was happy when it was Friday, but it was
yeah,
so funny that that's the thing. There was no meat on Lent,
yeah.
but you ate fish on Friday, so you ate fish on Friday, and also Ash
Mhm.
Wednesday you shouldn't, and that's it. And so you should do something else, and you can
Yeah.
make a choice. It's whatever you want. It's your life. It's however you choose to, worship or celebrate or be religious, spiritual, whatever it is for you. But it's always something where I grew up is that we were taught we should give up something we like. We should not do
Mhm.
something that we like, or do something that can make us better. For
Okay.
example, my mom might try to give up she's not a swearer. I won't say that, but sometimes she'll drop a few darns or something. And I think there was time when she tried to give up saying darn it or something like that. You
God
know?
bless America is the best
God bless
one.
America just happened because of that. I may have started one Lent where she just stopped using, God's name in vain, but I think still no. God bless America. I don't know if that's using God's name in vain or not, Mom. I don't know. But it was something to where, like, I remember this. I was younger. It was a Friday, and now working Monday through Friday, Friday's a big deal. But before it wasn't that big of a deal. And I woke up and I had some leftover pizza in the fridge with pepperoni on it. I ate it, and then I turned around. And I said, "Gosh darn it, it's Friday.
Yeah.
And I blew it, I
Dang.
felt so bad. And that's to where I started going, quote unquote, vegetarian for Lent.
Hmm.
I would do that many times, Daniel.
Right.
And once again, I would eat seafood because it didn't count.
Hmm.
Because what
Right.
did Kurt Cobain say, Daniel?
Yeah, stumped me. I don't know.
He said, it's okay to eat fish because they don't have any feelings. I hope the
Please.
copyright doesn't get us for that. That's Kurt Cobain, that's Nirvana, that's not me, okay? I'll
We
pay him any
footnoted it. We'll
royalties he
footnote
wants
it.
for this, yeah. Anyway, so this is a big thing that's coming up. Go ahead and party it up. But I
Hmm.
want to see if anyone out there is going to take me up on this challenge, Daniel. What do you think?
I
Can you do
hope.
it? Can you go plant-based for about 6.5, 7 weeks?
I have clearly, and then I still have. So yeah, it's one of those things for me. I haven't ever really been into Lent like you in that way. I like the challenge. I like to kind of think of that way. I think originally I was asking you, would you do like raw vegan for Lent? I believe you said no, but you're already taking a stab at raw Wednesdays to my knowledge. And so I think I'm going to try that. I don't know if I'm going to do it for the like every day, but I want to do it once a week and try it for the duration of Lent, give it a shot. But I'd like to see other people try 100% plant-based for Lent. I think how many days is it? 45? What is it?
Well, I mean, it's about
40?
46, I think.
46? Okay.
So once again, let me just put in a caveat for you that our grandfather, Al McCaffrey, would always give up the same thing for Lent every year as his cigars, right? But on
Hmm.
Sunday, he would always light up a cigar because Sundays didn't count. Because if you add up all the days of Lent and get rid of the Sundays, then you have the 40 days, 40 nights. And I
Hmm.
think that has something to do with, I don't know, Noah or something. I don't know. Or
Yeah.
however long Jesus was in the desert. I'm a lapsed Catholic, so I hope no one who's serious out there is doing that. But go ahead and let me know if you want. Go ahead. I just do it for the challenge. I mean, I'm
Do it
not
for the
really
challenge, right?
religious,
Yeah.
but so I think if you add up the Sunday, I think it's 46 days. But go ahead and
Okay.
go ahead. If anyone wants to know, Aunt Michelle, go ahead. I'm sure you could write that in the remarks for us.
Yeah. And I'm thinking live right now as we're recording this. I think I should give up. I feel not should, but I want to. I think this would be a really good sacrifice. Um, Processed bread and or which would include tortillas, which will be very difficult for me.
Extremely difficult. And, the truth is, for me personally, what I've done over these past couple years is that as you guys know, that I don't drink anymore. I don't eat
Hmm.
meat anymore. And I just really try to go, 100% plant-based. I mean, that's the goal for me. And what I am going to do, and I'm going to try, is as we've talked about our goals for 2026, is
Hmm.
just I'm going to try to do 100%. Well, let's say 99% whole food plant based, right?
Okay.
Whole food
No
plant based.
process. Yeah.
No, nothing processed. But I know there's some things that are processed. I'm not going to make my own tofu, and I'm going to continue to eat tofu. But
Yeah.
last
One works.
year, I believe it was last year, where I did not eat bread,
Mhm.
because of what was in it, right? And
Right.
I hardly eat. I eat tortillas maybe once a week
Hmm.
now, but that's something to where I could look at. But basically, if I'm not going to say I'm not going to buy anything out of a package, right?
Hmm.
But if I can read and understand what it is on the package, I might do that. But yeah, I gotta say no to chips, cookies. These are going to be the whole things that the things I'm
Yeah.
getting rid of and replacing with whole foods.
Right.
One big start, as you know, is when you raw Wednesdays. I had a hard time last Wednesday, Daniel.
Did you? Did you? Yeah, I got all the ingredients for I'm prepping for a couple recipes for this week. Then I'm going to take a stab at it. So I'll let you all know how it goes on next week's episode.
Yeah. And so when we're talking about it, I went ahead and started. I didn't care about Lent. I'm going to do, let's just say 98% whole food plant-based, right? And,
Hmm.
you know, not try to really limit the process. No cookies or anything, no desserts of any kind, no sugars,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And
Absolutely.
if I can find some nice organic chips, I might do it, but I'm going to do my best to stay away from all packaged goods except for my
Hmm.
tofu. But you know what, Daniel, I thought about last week? when I
What?
was reflecting on my Raw Wednesday?
What's that?
Coffee.
Coffee. Yeah, beans are technically processed, I guess. They
Well,
roast
no,
them.
but it's I was supposed to be raw, and so I think if you cook something, it
Oh
doesn't.
yeah, yeah. Technically, yeah. It doesn't count as the raw thing. That's okay. You can
Yeah,
do you
oh,
can
I'm
do
gonna say it's okay. You better believe it, man.
or if you want to, you can do a cold brew.
Yeah. So that's what I'm really looking at is not to forget it. I don't care. I'm gonna drink my coffee and it's my deal, guys. Don't criticize.
Uh-oh, I think we might have lost William there. Let me pause it real quick. And we're unpaused. William's back.
All right. So yeah, that was great. Live. This is how we roll. So yeah, I'm sticking with my coffee,
Mhm.
but I am looking at different things as far as maybe eating some kind of sprouted quinoa
Okay.
or lentils because basically last Wednesday I found that I just ate lettuce, raw vegetables basically.
Yeah.
I did make my cashew ranch,
Yeah.
basically is raw cashews, right? Let them soak. It doesn't have to be heated or cooked,
Right.
and then throw that in with fresh stuff. I mean, that to me counts, right?
Yeah.
Raw carrots, onions, cilantro,
Mhm.
tomatoes, bell peppers. There's lots of great stuff. But you know what I really wanted, Daniel?
What did you want?
So
Beans.
I really wanted these zucchini spirals,
Okay.
to make like
Yeah.
a kind of pasta plate, right?
Hmm.
And I got rid of my mandolin years ago, which had that attachment to make the spirals. And I
Yeah.
went down to my local grocer, and there was this thing of zucchini spirals. That's it,
Hmm.
nothing else. How much do you think that costs?
Too much, I'm gonna guess.
Yes, go ahead, put a price. Go ahead and guess.
$5.
Higher.
$10.
$8. Good job.
Oh.
That's the way to do it. $8. Zucchini itself, it costs $1, bro.
No, yeah,
I
you
can
can
do
get it
this
so
myself.
much cheaper.
So I didn't make the nice fancy curls, but I just
Yeah.
cut it up and I bought cucumber I ate last week. Normally I don't eat cucumbers. I threw that in, but yeah, I
Nice.
was I was really hungry.
Yeah. Oh, I'll let you know how it goes this Wednesday. I'm hoping
Yeah.
hoping not too bad. But I also do like carrots, a lot of nuts, so like walnuts, pecans. I'm gonna soak them, gonna kind of turn them into that like kind of combine it with the carrots, onions, and things of that nature. Collard green to wrap it like in a tortilla. And then one of the recipes I'm trying is using jicama with my mandolin and making that as my tortilla is like a jicama like circle. So I'm gonna give that a try. Could be my new tortilla substitute during Lent.
This is very interesting. Yeah, I'm interested to see how that turns out. I mean, obviously the next thing I mentioned is going to be cooked, so it doesn't count. But have you ever tried making like a lentil wrap, like blending lentils up and then cooking them on a pan?
I don't think I've done that. I've done oats. Like I've tried to do it with oats,
Okay.
like making that into almost like a flour and cooking it up like a crepe. It was
Mhm.
a nightmare. Yeah.
I watch these videos with these guys making these lentil
Yeah.
wraps. It looks so easy, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Um,
Same.
Different pan, nonstick, stick, oil, no oil, Pam,
Yep. Yep.
whatever. It sticks every single time. I can't get it right.
Yeah. Same.
What
It's
I
the sticking. Yeah.
Yeah, I did this one thing where I kind of got a big mess on my pan, but then I put it all together and I wrapped
Mm.
it in a tin foil, right, or aluminum
Uh-huh.
foil, right, and baked it. And I made like this lentil loaf, which was
Cool.
I was able to cut into, you know, they kind of
A
look like
log.
nuggets, yeah.
Nice.
And
That was
it was
fun.
pretty darn good, completely by accident, but that's cooking. But that's the thing is I have to find a way to be able to get some other to get grains into the diet, not just fruits and vegetables, because
Right.
you need something else. But if it's one day a week, I think I'll be fine. But if you're going to
Right.
try this for,
I'm
40
not gonna
plus
try.
days,
No, I'm gonna try Wednesdays, like or a day a
okay.
week. And then I think the what I'm gonna announce here is to give up the bread and tortillas for the actual Lent. That's gonna be my give up, my
Yeah, that
sacrifice.
it is a big give. It really is.
For me,
Um,
yes.
but what I did, last year when For my breakfast, I'd always have peanut butter toast, right?
Hmm.
And I just stopped doing it. And I
Hmm.
was big on like say protein shake, right? I mean, I use the
Hmm.
protein powder, but my key was sweet potatoes, right? I got to cook these. So I mean, this is not raw. You
Yeah.
got to I take the skin off, right? Put that cooked sweet potato in the blender with, I just put a little bit of coffee, to be honest with you,
Hmm.
go crazy. Some berries possibly, and then, some water or something to
Wow.
liquefy it.
Yeah.
And that became my breakfast. And then I just quit breakfast.
Just quit it
Monday through
altogether.
Thursday, I don't eat breakfast.
Wow. You just do your coffee only.
Yeah, black coffee. That's it. So,
Hmm.
it just became a thing, and it all started with, kind of giving up that bread and bread becoming kind of a weekend thing,
Hmm.
right?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, but no tortillas, no bread for 46 days. Good luck, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try.
Yeah. Yeah, and then so anyone else out there, if you're thinking about doing something, you can. If not, don't worry about it. It's not your thing, but just remember, you don't have to be religious. You don't have to be Catholic to take us
Mhm.
up on this challenge. Think about something in your life that you might, it's kind of bad for you, right? Like me and my potato chips, my
Right.
tortilla chips, and all my
Yes.
chips, all the kinds of
Chips.
chips. Try to say no to those suckers for a while. Cookies aren't good for me. I don't care if they're vegan or not. Get
Yep.
them away. Um, Plant-based ice cream. Adios. You know, think about other things. The fake cheese, gone. Fake sour cream,
Hmm.
gone. All of it,
Not
gone.
on the shelf.
That's the thing. I got a lot of eating to do this weekend, Daniel.
A lot of what?
Eating.
Eating, to get through all the stuff that you have. Yeah, same. Yeah, because I got to get these chips out for my
Yeah,
nacho
that's
game
the
at
thing.
Super Bowl.
You got a big Super Bowl party. You got a lot of bad food still hanging out. And we're like, it's the one day. It's the one day. But no, it keeps
No,
going.
Fat Tuesday, we're gonna be out of it. Everything's
Yeah.
gonna be gone.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
really load up.
I'm gonna be fat on Tuesday, no doubt
Yeah.
about it. So, yeah, however you want to do it, go ahead and leave us a note, leave us a comment. You have a question, let us know. We're here for you. And if you won a lot of money at the Super Bowl, let's say you're a gambler, you bet big, you won big. It's okay to put a donation to Two Plant-Based Brothers. We don't mind. You got all this new money you don't know what to do with. We'll take some of it. Donations welcome. So you could
Absolutely.
send us that way. All right, Daniel. Anything else before we get out of here?
No, that's it. I think they can watch us, go through Lent together.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about it and we'll check in
Mhm.
with you guys. And if there's anything you want to try, a big one I highly recommend for you is no alcohol. Go for it.
Mhm.
I
Wonderful.
really, I'm not going to preach. Drink all you want, but give it a shot for 40 days and see how it turns out. See how you feel.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're a meat eater, just try it. Go ahead and eat fish. Go a pescatarian. My oldest daughter did this for Lent about 10 years ago. She went
Hmm.
pescatarian and she's never gone back. I think she's had a few
Yeah.
pieces of chicken since then. You know, it's something to just try if you think that something might be better for you. And if it's not
Hmm.
giving something up, maybe it's adding something to your day, like going for a walk. You make it a
Hmm. That's a
routine.
good one. Yep.
And no matter what you do, if you think it's beneficial, but it's hard, just
Hmm.
give it a shot, get started. And this is a good time, especially if you are religious and you think, you God with you, make the sacrifice, do something different. That's all I got to say. All right.
All right. Peace.